So, you're buying a home. It's huge, it's exciting, and wow, is it complicated. You're juggling mortgages, inspections, closing costs. But what if I told you there's another fee kind of hidden that can influence who you work with right from the very start? It's a fee that pretty much operates in the shadows of the real estate world, and today, we're going to drag it into the light. It seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? You hire an agent, you pay them a commission. But the real question is, does your agent actually keep all of it? And who else might be getting a slice of that pie, maybe without you even knowing it? Well, the answer is a little more complicated than you might think, and it all centers on something called a referral fee. So what in the world is a referral fee? Okay, think of it this way. Imagine you tell a friend about an amazing new restaurant. They go, they love it. Now, what if that restaurant, without you knowing, sent your friend a check just for sending you there? That's basically it. In real estate, a big company or a website connects you with an agent, and if you end up buying or selling a house with them, that company takes a pretty big cut of the agent's commission. And the wild part is how smoothly this all happens behind the curtain. A lead source, let's say it's a popular real estate website you are browsing, sends your info to an agent. You like them, you hire them, you buy your dream home. And then, after all the papers are signed, your agent quietly sends a check, often for a big chunk of their earnings, right back to that website. And here's the real kicker. Most of the time, the home buyer has absolutely no idea this even happened. Now, this isn't just some quirky little detail of how the industry works. This has become a major battleground. Right now, there's a huge fight raging inside the real estate world about whether these fees should be out in the open, and it is splitting the industry right down the middle. And this is where the story gets really interesting. The National Association of Realtors, NAR, the biggest, most powerful group in the industry, they had a chance to do something about this. They could have passed a rule requiring agents to get their clients' consent for these fees. But in a move that surprised a lot of people, their delegates voted against it. They chose to keep the status quo. That vote from NAR sent shockwaves through the industry, and the reaction was fast. Just about a week later, a huge brokerage, eXp Realty, came out and said it was going to improve its own disclosures. And then, literally the next day, another firm, Benchmark Realty, went even further and rolled out a brand new mandatory transparency policy of its own. So let's zoom in on what Benchmark Realty did, because it's a pretty big deal. They basically decided not to wait for the national organization to get on board. Instead, they took a stand all on their own, with the goal of giving their clients total, complete clarity. And believe me, this is no small thing. Their new rules are tough. Every referral fee has to be disclosed in writing. The disclosure has to say who's paying it, who's getting it, and exactly how much money we're talking about. But here's the most critical part. All of this has to happen before you sign anything that officially makes them your agent. They're not messing around either. If agents don't comply, they could be terminated. This is about putting every single card on the table right from the start. And they were not shy about explaining why they did it. This quote really says it all. They directly call out the National Association's vote and flat out say that no matter what the industry standard is, they believe their clients just deserve to know the whole story. It's a pretty direct challenge to the way things are usually done. Okay, so industry inviting is one thing, but why does any of this matter to you, the person who might be buying or selling a house? Well, it all boils down to one simple but incredibly powerful idea: the power of knowing. I mean, just look at the difference this makes. Without transparency, you're kind of left wondering, right? Was I recommended this agent because they're truly the best person for me? Or is it because they pay the highest referral fee? But with transparency, you get the whole picture. That uncertainty just evaporates. It's replaced by trust, and it gives you the power to make your decision with all the facts in front of you. So what these brokerages like eXp and Benchmark have done, it brings up a huge question. Is this just a couple of companies reacting to a vote they didn't like? Or are we seeing the start of a ripple effect that could actually change how the entire real estate industry works? Because as it stands right now, the industry is fractured. You've got the big national association over on one end holding the line and keeping things as they are. Then, in the middle, you have players like eXp, who are taking a step towards more disclosure. And then all the way on the other end, you have firms like Benchmark, who are going all in on mandatory, upfront, total transparency. It's clear that not everyone is on the same page anymore. And really, at the end of the day, while we've been talking a lot about a referral fee, this is about something so much bigger. This is about your fundamental right as a consumer to have complete clarity and control when you're making what is probably the largest purchase of your entire life. It's about making sure that trust is at the very heart of that transaction. Which leaves us with this final thought. As we, as consumers, demand more and more information in every other area of our lives, from what's in our food to how our data is used, can the real estate industry really resist this push for more openness? The actions of these first few companies suggest a change is brewing. The only question is, how big will it be?